If you're over 60, I want you to try something today that takes less than 30 seconds. No gym, no expensive equipment, no complicated workout, just one simple test involving something you probably use every single day without even thinking about it: your balance. But before you try it, there's one very important rule. Do this beside something sturdy that you can grab immediately if you become unsteady. Because this isn't about proving how young you are. It's about understanding your body. And what you're about to discover may give you a useful reason to pay more attention to your balance, strength, and mobility. Welcome to Thrive After 50. Here, we're exploring simple ways to stay strong, sharp, active, and independent as we get older. And today, we're starting with one of the most overlooked parts of healthy aging: balance. Here's the challenge. You're going to stand on one leg and see how comfortably you can maintain your balance. The goal we're using today is 30 seconds. But please don't treat 30 seconds as a magic number. You don't have to reach it. You don't have to compete with anyone. And you certainly shouldn't risk falling just to keep the timer running. If you can only manage 5 seconds, that's okay. If you can manage 10 seconds, that's okay too. And if you comfortably reach 30 seconds, that's great. The important thing is what you learn from the experience.
Before we begin, let's make your environment safe. Find a sturdy countertop, heavy table, or solid chair. Make sure the floor isn't slippery. Move away from stairs. Remove anything you could trip over. And if you already have significant balance problems, have recently fallen, experienced dizziness, or have been advised to avoid balance exercises, don't attempt this challenge alone. In those situations, it's much better to discuss your balance with a healthcare professional first. Remember, we're testing your balance. We're not testing your bravery. Here's another important point. Keep your support close. Don't stand several feet away from a chair and assume you'll be able to reach it if you fall. And don't perform this test on a bed, soft carpet, unstable surface, or anything that moves beneath you. Keep your eyes open. Don't close your eyes to make the challenge harder. And if you feel dizzy, unstable, or uncomfortable at any point, stop immediately. Putting your foot down is not failing. It's exactly what you should do. Now, why does balance matter so much? Because standing upright is actually a remarkable teamwork exercise. Your eyes constantly collect information about the world around you. Your inner ear helps your brain understand movement and orientation. Your muscles and joints provide information about where different parts of your body are positioned. And your brain combines all of these signals to help you remain stable. You don't consciously think about any of this. You simply stand up and move. But underneath that simple movement is an incredibly complex system working together. And balance isn't only something you use during exercise. You use it when you get out of bed, when you walk to the kitchen, when you step over an object, when you turn around, when you carry a cup of coffee, when you climb stairs, or when you get out of a car. In other words, balance is part of independence. The better you can control your body during everyday movements, the more confidently you can navigate your environment. And that's one reason balance deserves more attention as we get older. Think about walking. It seems simple. One foot goes forward, then the other. But every step requires your body to control weight, movement, posture, and stability. Walking regularly is therefore much more than a way to burn calories. It's an opportunity to keep your body moving. And regular physical activity is an important part of healthy aging. You don't need to become a marathon runner. You simply need to keep moving in ways that are appropriate for your abilities. There's another reason we're taking balance seriously. Falls become an increasingly important concern as people get older. And a fall can have consequences that go far beyond the moment itself. An injury can make someone afraid to move. Less movement can lead to weakness. And weakness can make everyday activities more difficult. That's why fall prevention isn't simply about avoiding one accident. It's about protecting your ability to remain active and independent. And balance is one piece of that bigger picture. Okay, now let's actually do the test. Stand beside your sturdy support. Place both feet comfortably on the floor. Stand upright. Relax your shoulders. Look straight ahead. Don't stare down at your feet. Keep your hand close to the support. You don't need to hold it tightly. You simply want it there in case you need it. Take a breath and get ready. Now slowly shift your weight onto one leg. Don't rush. When you're ready, gently lift your other foot away from the floor. You only need to lift it slightly. Keep your eyes open. Look straight ahead. Try to maintain a natural posture. And start the timer. 5 seconds. Stay relaxed. 10 seconds. Keep breathing normally. 15 seconds. Don't stiffen your entire body. 20 seconds. If you're wobbling significantly, don't fight it. Simply put your foot down And if you're comfortable continuing, 25 seconds, 30 seconds, and stop. Slowly place both feet back on the floor. Take a breath. You just completed the challenge. Now think about what you experienced. Did you feel stable? Did you wobble immediately? Did you need to touch the counter? Did you put your foot down after a few seconds? Or did you comfortably reach 30 seconds? Don't judge yourself. We're simply collecting information. And there's something else worth noticing. How did your body feel? Did your ankle work hard to keep you upright? Did your hip feel weak? Did you notice yourself leaning? Those little details can tell you more about the experience than the number on the stopwatch. If you're comfortable and it's safe for you, you can now repeat the challenge on the opposite leg. Again, don't force it, and pay attention to whether one side feels different from the other. Many people naturally have a stronger or more coordinated side. That's not automatically a problem. But if you notice a significant or new difference in your balance, strength, or coordination, it's worth mentioning to a healthcare professional, especially if the change appeared suddenly.
Now comes the question I know many of you are asking. What does my result mean? If I lasted 30 seconds, am I healthy? If I lasted 5 seconds, am I unhealthy? The answer is it's not that simple. And that's important. This isn't a medical diagnosis. There is no single balance number that can tell you exactly how healthy you are, how old your body is, or how long you're going to live. Balance is influenced by many different factors. Your strength, your vision, your nervous system, your inner ear, your physical activity, medications, and even how tired you happen to be that day. So don't turn this one challenge into a judgment about yourself.
People don't age in exactly the same way. Two people can both be 70 and have completely different levels of strength, mobility, flexibility, and balance. One may exercise regularly. Another may have spent years sitting at a desk. One may have excellent vision. Another may have vision problems. One may have a previous injury. Another may not. That's why comparing yourself to another person isn't particularly useful. A better question is, how am I doing compared with where I was before? That's a much more powerful approach to healthy aging. Healthcare professionals also have standardized assessments that look at balance and physical function more carefully. For example, the CDC STEADY program includes a 4-stage balance assessment. Other functional tests examine things like how easily someone can stand from a chair or how quickly they can get up, walk, turn, and sit down. These tests can give healthcare professionals more useful information than a single casual balance challenge. So think of today's test as a simple awareness exercise, not a diagnosis, not a prediction, and definitely not a reason to panic. In fact, balance is only one part of the picture. Your lower body strength matters too. Think about getting out of a chair. You do it every day, but that simple movement requires your thighs, hips, core, balance system, and coordination to work together. That's why one of the next tests we're going to explore here on Thrive After 50 is the sit-to-stand test. It looks simple, but it can tell us something interesting about lower body function. And we'll get into that in the next video. Now, what if you struggled with today's balance challenge? First, don't panic, and don't assume you've suddenly become old. Instead, treat it as useful information. Maybe your balance needs more attention. Maybe your legs need strengthening. Maybe you've been inactive for a while. Or maybe there's another factor affecting your stability. The important thing is not to ignore persistent problems. If you're regularly unsteady or worried about falling, talk with a qualified healthcare professional. For someone who has been cleared to exercise, simple supported movements can be a starting point. For example, standing behind a sturdy chair and gently shifting your weight from one foot to the other. Slowly, with control, and with your support close by. The goal isn't to make the exercise difficult. The goal is to help you become more comfortable controlling your body. As your confidence and ability improve, you can gradually progress under appropriate guidance. And don't underestimate walking. Walking is one of the simplest ways to stay physically active. You can walk around your neighborhood, around a shopping center, through a park, or even around your home. If you're currently inactive, you don't have to start with a long walk. Start with something manageable, then gradually increase as your fitness and comfort improve. Consistency matters far more than trying to do everything in one day. Strength matters because your muscles are part of your body support system. Strong legs help you stand, sit, climb stairs, walk, and respond when you lose your balance. One simple exercise that many people recognize is the sit to stand. You sit on a sturdy chair, then stand up with control, then sit back down. But exercise technique and safety matter. If you have pain, significant weakness, dizziness, or other health concerns, Speak with a professional before starting a new exercise routine. Remember what we talked about earlier? Balance is a team effort. Your brain, your eyes, your inner ear, your nerves, your muscles, your joints, all of them contribute. That's why improving your balance isn't about finding one miracle exercise. It's about supporting the whole system. Stay active, maintain strength, look after your vision, get enough sleep, eat a balanced diet, pay attention to medications and health conditions with your healthcare team, and keep your environment safe. Healthy aging is a collection of small decisions. Your vision deserves special attention. Imagine walking down a dim hallway and not clearly seeing an obstacle in front of you. Even if your muscles and balance are good, poor visibility can make movement more difficult. That's why routine vision care can be an important part of staying safe and independent. If you've noticed changes in your vision, don't simply assume it's because you're getting older. Get it checked and take a look around your home. Are there loose rugs, poorly lit hallways, objects lying across walking paths, missing handrails, clutter around the stairs? These things may seem insignificant, but your home should work with your body, not against it. Good lighting, clear walking paths, appropriate handrails, and removing trip hazards can make your environment safer. Sometimes the easiest way to reduce risk isn't changing your body. It's changing your surroundings. And this brings us to the bigger message. Healthy aging isn't one exercise. It's not one supplement. It's not one superfood. And it's definitely not one magic trick. It's a collection of habits. Move your body. Build appropriate strength. Challenge your balance safely. Eat nutritious food. Get adequate sleep. Stay socially connected. Keep learning. Look after your health. And don't ignore changes that concern you. You don't need to become perfect. You just need to keep moving in the right direction. Here's the mindset I want you to take away from this video. Don't constantly ask yourself, how old am I? Ask, what can I still do? Can you walk comfortably? Can you climb stairs? Can you get out of a chair? Can you carry groceries? Can you play with your grandchildren? Can you travel? Can you enjoy your favorite activities? Those abilities matter because the goal of healthy aging isn't simply to add years to your life. It's to help you make the most of the years you're living. So here's your challenge for the next 7 days. Don't obsess over that 30-second number. Instead, start paying attention to your balance and movement. Take regular walks if you're able. Practice safe, supported balance exercises if they're appropriate for you. Pay attention to how your body feels. And notice whether everyday movements become easier. Don't chase perfection. Chase consistency. Because one healthy day is good, but hundreds of small healthy days can change the way you live.
Now I want to hear from you. How long were you able to comfortably balance? 5 seconds, 10, 20, or did you reach 30? And did one leg feel easier than the other? Share your experience in the comments. Remember, your number isn't a grade, and it certainly doesn't define your health. We're simply learning about our bodies together. If you found this useful, subscribe to Thrive After 50, because we're going to be doing many more simple tests, habits, nutrition guides, and practical routines designed specifically for adults over 50. And in our next video, we're going to test something different, your lower body strength. I'll show you a simple chair-based test that you can perform safely at home, and we'll explain what the movement actually tells you about your physical function. So if you're over 50, make sure you don't miss it, because balance is only one piece of the healthy aging puzzle.
Getting older doesn't mean you have to stop challenging yourself. It doesn't mean you have to stop moving. And it certainly doesn't mean your best years are automatically behind you. Every day gives you another opportunity to take care of your body, to keep learning, to stay active, to protect your independence, and to make small choices that support the life you want to live. This is Thrive After 50. Keep moving, keep learning, and keep thriving. I'll see you in the next video.